The Aswa Show. I watched the beginning of episode 5 because I really wanted to see if, I mean, I knew the main protagonists were gonna live, but I still wanted to watch the episode really quickly because I was like, no, I need to know. So basically episode 4 was, so much happened in episode 4. So basically the game ended with the shapes, and Gi-hoon is finally waking up and realizing that Glasses dude probably set him up to fail, because he thought back into the part where the Glasses guy was like, Gi-hoon, and he was like, ah, never mind. So then Gi-hoon is starting to suspect that Glasses guy set him up to die, basically, and then he's starting to question whether they're friends or not. Honestly, I still hate Glasses guy for that. But then the loan shark basically killed a man, and the red uniform people just sat there and let it happen. So then that night it was another game basically where everyone was able to just kill other people in the place, either by suffocating them, cracking, like snapping their neck, or basically beating them up until they die. So then that entire night they weren't even allowed to sleep because they needed to survive. So the old man disappeared, Ali and the other people were trying to defend themselves, and then they spent, I think, I don't know how long that killing spree went, but basically so many people died. And then finally the old man, we found him up in the top. I was so scared. I was like, do I have to mentally prepare for this old man to be dead? But then, you know, this old man is not very, like, how do you explain it? We see him as innocent and frail and stuff, like, oh, miskin, but he's not really like an innocent person. Like, he was capable of climbing all of those bunk beds to the very top, and he was saying, guys, stop it, and everyone's gonna die. And then I don't know why, but the main red uniform guy in that wears black, he said, okay, stop the game. And it's like, how are you gonna stop the game just because this old man on the top of all the bunk beds told everybody to stop killing, you know? But it's really interesting. So the killing stopped, they started packaging them in presents and with bow ties on it. But then what's interesting is, for some reason, number 28 and 29 are starting to communicate with each other. So then now the new game is basically tug of war. And what happened was, Glasses guy was trying really hard not to snap at Gi-hoon. I could tell, like, he was already fed up of Gi-hoon and fed up of pretending to be friends with him. And I don't know, like, Glasses guy is just really strange, you know? Like, you want to like him, but then there's a lot of things he does that just really gets under your skin. So basically Glasses guy was like, okay, we already have a lot of weak people in our team, men only. And the thing is, like, I understand why he says that, because if it's a game of strength, here's the thing, I know a lot of women are like, women power, women this, women can do anything, but it's scientifically proven that if someone is taller than you, they weigh more than you, they will be stronger than you, period. There are ways that you can use your wits and you're like transferring weight to your advantage. But if I was ever like in a dangerous situation where there are two 6-foot guys and they're trying to kill me, I'm running. Like, I'm running for my life. I'm not gonna be like, hiya, I have a brown belt in karate, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally gonna look at them, size them up, and be like, okay, because I'm 5'1". I'm 5 feet 1 inch. How in the world am I gonna beat up two 6-foot dudes who are probably like 200 plus pounds? It doesn't work that way. So it's like, in these situations, like, I understand why Glasses guy had to say that. He was like, no women, only men for the game. And then Gi-hoon is like, hey, you know, it's okay. So basically, no, I'm not gonna call her Nikki from Enhypen anymore. What's her name in the show? Se-byuk. Se-byuk is Nikki from Enhypen. So Se-byuk walks up to this other emo chick, and then she was like, what? And then she was like, join me. And I'm just sitting here like, what is this? Is this some sort of like emo ET kind of moment? Like, why? But the thing is, like, that girl who was just sitting there in the stairway, I was surprised why she wasn't even going to bother looking for a partner. Oh no, I forgot about pick me chick. Okay, a pick me chick is basically, ooh, no, I forgot all about pick me chick. So let's get very comfortable while we talk about pick me chick life. So basically this girl, they started to make a pact, and they started to come together, and basically they did the hee in the bathroom, and then basically she was like, you should never betray me or else I'm gonna kill you. And then he's like, oh no, I'll never betray you. The second it was time to make teams to play tug of war, he literally threw her on the floor because they were arguing, and she was like, oppa, 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 I thought we were supposed to be together, oppa. And then he's like, get off of me, you're so clingy. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens if you're a pick-me chick. If you're basically the type of woman that literally like constantly compares yourself to other women and tries to put women down, and then going above and beyond for men that don't deserve it. For example, her saving that man's life with the lighter. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she basically did so much. She went above and beyond and broke her back for this dude just for him to throw her away when it's time for tug of war because she's a woman, and he had the same mindset as Glasses dude, which is the only way you can win is if you have all these big strong dudes who weigh a ton, who are able to lead with their weight to pull in tug of war. So basically she was just basically thrown on the floor like she meant nothing, and she was like, oh, I'm going to take my revenge. And then she's like, and then she continues her pick me way. She walks up and she's like, oh, I'm gonna join your team, guys. Look at those two scrawny girls. I'm going to be so much more useful to you than those two scrawny girls over there. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, whatever you say, pick me. So basically, the tug of war starts, and then basically the team of the loan shark guy who threw away the pick me girl after he did the hee-ha with her, basically his team won, and when they pulled the tug of war thing, they basically pulled the other team to their death. They fell like 100 feet, and then the majority of them fell to their death. And next it was Gi-hoon's team with the old man, Ali, Saebyuk, the other emo girl. They did like a connection, and she joined. And then there was another random dude and pick me chick and Glasses dude. So they were a team, and they were next, and they had to compete with a team that had all men. And then basically the old man, he was like, hey, you know, I played a lot of tug of war games in my day and I never lost, so you guys should listen to me if you want to live. And then basically he told them this technique of how to win tug of war, where you basically keep your feet forward, you lean all the way back for 10 seconds to distract the team and make them scared, and then you start pulling with all your might. And then it was a very close game but Gi-hoon's team obviously won because the writers would obviously not have their entire team wiped out because they are the main protagonists of the story. But then, oh, actually in episode 4 they don't show that. I had to watch episode 5, a little snippet of it, to see, because I couldn't just sit and make this video because I needed to make a review for episode 4. But after episode 4 they didn't even show who won, so I had to go to episode 5. So that's the basic summary of what happened. I'm just saying overall, like, the show is taking a really dark turn. I don't really see what is so necessary about having people kill at night and then having a tug of war the very next day. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. You're not feeding the people. They were literally fed like a little okun, like an egg with a little soda, a little bottle of soda. So I don't understand why the creator of the game wanted them to play tug of war literally right after they played like another game. It doesn't make any sense. But honestly, I really like Saebyuk. I feel like out of all the characters, she's the least problematic one. Gi-hoon, I'm starting to really like him as well, but he has like that whole like, oh guys, let's stick together and we'll be a happy family. He has like the whole Barney, I love you, you love me. Yay, everything's gonna be okay if we just believe in ourselves. We just gotta believe. And I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, obviously I watch a lot of Barney and SpongeBob, so he's basically the SpongeBob of the group, where he's very optimistic. And then Glasses guy gives me Squidward, very cynical but also realistic about things. But I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why, but Glasses guy is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I feel like he's going to do something worse. I really hope that Gi-hoon confronts Glasses guy and says to him like, hey, you knew that I was going to be doing the umbrella one, didn't you? And you didn't stop me. Like, I want to see Gi-hoon confront him, because I just don't think it's okay for Glasses guy to let his friend go away like that, and then he's like, pretending to be friends with him. It's like, obviously the audience can see how hard it is for Glasses guy to fake his friendship with Gi-hoon. But yeah, I really like how Gi-hoon finally stopped talking about the money that Se-byuk took from him, and now he's just like, okay, let's be a team. I mean, there's parts of his optimistic character that really makes you happy, you know what I mean? And Ali, you gotta give it to him, he's very like cute. We found out his full name. His name's Ali Abdul from Pakistan. I'm really happy that Ali was smart enough to have his family just shipped off and left this place while he's playing the game, so that if he dies, at least his family is going to be safe. But just overall, I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of this show. I just want to watch episode 5. I'm just going to enjoy. It's not that late. It's like 9:45, so I'm just going to go get some snacks and I'm going to watch episode 5. See you guys.